gonna leave the mini Grand Dragon alone. Oh wow, this thing is like so like it's just like so much Illuminati symbolism is so normalized now. To where it's just I think they do that on purpose. It gets normalized, people don't question it, and it gets in there every day. But there's like I know this is where I get conspiracy like tinfoil hatty. People don't like this stuff, but I believe it. So, but I believe like that if you do your reading, there's like I think Albert Pike was the one who said this, but I could be wrong. It might have been Albert Mackey. They both talked about the same things, and of course had the same first name, so I get them kind of confused. But they both commented on how. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm staying close to the edge. I'd rather die than have like something just bust up out of there and snatch her up. They both commented on how like there are energies. Look at that. To symbolism, and that's why they use it a lot. That's why it's so important. And it's just eyes everywhere. Have you guys like not noticed that? There's like so much eye symbolism just everywhere. And I know in certain cultures it's supposed to represent wisdom and stuff, but I just if you go back to like it's very just you've gotta be kidding me, yo. What happened? I thought an invisible wall would protect me. This game's like no holds barred. If you go back to like where the like this like to like cradle of civilization time and look into like where these symbols originally come from and what they stand for, and if you look at what a lot of these people like Albert Pike, Manly P. Hall, Albert Mackey, Madame Blavatsky, oh shoot. Oh no! Oh, put everything on pause. Oh, he is terrifying. You got to go. Oh, please don't reach under the bed. Oh, shoot. Please don't look for my girl. Don't look under the bed. How can I pull this? How can I save you from this? Climb! I'm trying to... I need to rescue you! That was so terrifying. Oh no, he looks like an octopus. I didn't even need to see him in the light. Keep him in the dark. We didn't even need to see what that guy looked like. Forget it. Oh, come on. This is definitely gonna be some crap. One of those is gonna bust one day. We already had an incident like that. But yeah, like this does kind of remind me of Sucker Punch. It's got that dreamy, dark, dark atmosphere. Girl, what's good? You hungry? You scared? What's happening? Are you Rosemarying me right now? You're a little young. What's going on? What did that octopedo do to you? Yeah, because, like, I don't know the story of, like, why she's even here. You know, if she... Is it because of this? Don't look at me. I'm not going to get that bread. It's a trap. I probably have to get the bread. She was okay. She was hungry. I was right the first time. Girl, you know he dosed that. You know you got dosed, right? He fed you like you're in a zoo. Oh. Well, thanks. How did you know? How did you know I was hungry? Like, thanks. Am I gonna be my only friend in this place? Or are you trying to, like, butter me up, fatten me up? Don't even tell me I have to go back that way. Like, that's... Help me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing then. I need to calm down with the jumps, because that's what got me fucked up back there by the eye. So we can go back that way. I'm actually really happy. Have you ever been in a game where it's like, you think you have to go back a really terrible way, and the game's like, okay, here's something. Is there somewhere to hide? And the game's like, no, you don't have to go back that way, essentially, and just joy. I feel like a mouse. He's feeding me. I'm chilling in the walls. But yeah, those guys, like, people like those people. Alice Bailey was when I left off. There's a ton of people like that. If you look at their writings, they'll tell you what those symbols really mean. People always try to brush under the rug, like, oh, you're just being paranoid, you're just overly religious or scary, you know, it's not satanic, it's not bad, but it's like, if you see what those people are saying about it, like people who study that stuff since the beginning, and they're a part of groups that have used those symbols. Some of them invented those symbols. They tell a different story. So it's like, I don't really care what your little light witchcraft Tumblr blog tells you it means. Like, these people who have been doing it for centuries, longer than you, are telling you what it means. And when you look into it, you see why all these symbols, like the shush symbol, the peace symbol, the pyramid, the eye with the pyramid, I'm getting lost here. You start to see why, and many more, and certain sayings and certain traditions, you start to see why, okay, is this somewhere to go? You start to see why we do so much of that. Or you don't see why, but you see how much of that is not just trendy, or it means whatever you've been lied to and told it means. Oh, there's a hole right here. Was I here this whole... I had to be here this whole time. I don't want to go out there with him just because he fed me bread. I was about to say, no. I thought it was taking me over there. Like, please, is that a noose? How lovely of this game to give you a little bit of a way out if it gets to be too much. It's thoughtful. The shower. Oh, Lord. We gotta get out of here, girl. Nothing good happens in prison showers. Not one good thing. Never has good things come from prison showers. You cannot convince me. And you know what? I don't even care. I bet they don't even care if it's like about doing things to a yellow crayon gnome. Like, you're not safe. No one's safe. Oh, I can back jump. Nice. Assassin's Creed it. And there's a checkpoint. Lord knows I'll probably need it. And don't climb in any lockers. If Outlast has taught me anything, you don't want to go in the lockers. You will lose your junk. Okay? Eddie Gluskin is not playing with you. Oh, crap. It was a bad jump. I knew it! Oh, hold up. Didn't I light the checkpoint thingy? Or is that not a checkpoint? Okay. Woo! No, keep climbing, because I think that there's a hole there, so forget that. I thought there's like a gap in the space. So I've been rewatching Misfits lately. Because I had watched the first 3 episodes a long time ago, but I stopped because people were like, I mean, it's truth, but I saw that the original cast does not last the entire series. I'm not going to spoil anything about, like, who leaves or why. And I don't entirely know the scenarios myself, because, like I said, I stopped about 3 episodes into the first season. Where are we headed? Oh, okay, she can climb this. Because it's like, what makes the show for me is the cast as it is right now. I'm on season 2, episode 2, I think. And the cast as it is now is perfect, in my opinion. They all complement each other. And they all kind of play off of each other. to make these memorable scenes. Okay, I can do one of those numbers. Nice. So I'm probably only gonna stick around because it gets to a point where only one cast member of the original group is left, and I'm probably gonna dip out before that happens, or dip out as soon as that happens. But it sucks because it's actually a really good show, and I remember why I enjoyed it so much the first time. It has like a really interesting take, I think. I don't know which one I should pull first. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to pull this. Wait, hold on. Come back to me. Is that thing timed back there, by the way? I might have needed to... Because is that a power box? Okay, I think I needed to push it to the middle. It has an original take on the hero genre, like these people getting powers, and it's interesting because it's not the powers they necessarily wanted, but it plays off of some aspect of themselves, which I think is really cool. Just a teens, just a scotch, just a smidge. Alright, this should be done, right? Ooh, did not mean. So, and that's really cool. And it's like I said, they didn't get the powers they wanted, which X-Men kind of has shown that. Like, not every mutant gets these good powers. In fact, I'm sure there's probably an issue now with the way Marvel writes that addresses mutant privilege or good power privilege, where, you know, where you may not have like a Toad or a Rogue or a Mercury type power. You might have like a Julian Keller, Jean, Storm type power where you're really powerful and look, in quotes, normal. I bet you there's an issue that's like that. I guarantee you there's like some issue talking about good mutant privilege. Oh shit. Alright, back up here. So yeah, it's cool because they don't have any, some of their powers are seemingly not useful on the surface, or they're like, shoot, come on. Or it's like they don't have the control over it. It just happens at the most inopportune times when they would probably rather have it, you know, at will. And I don't know if they're ever gonna, I don't know enough about the series and what happens later to know if they're gonna like get to a point where they can use them at will or what. Okay, I don't think. Okay, once that's down, so I don't think there's anything I'm supposed to do with that. Because we're very clearly supposed to get over there with it. But if I bring it over here, that doesn't help me. Yeah, that doesn't help me, just as I suspected. So I like that aspect because because the whole powers thing has been touched on so many times. So that's the whole, like, because I wouldn't really call them superheroes, but they're kind of reluctant heroes with powers they can't necessarily control that aren't always useful, but yet they're still thrust in these situations regardless of any of that, is really cool, I think. And not something that I've seen done a whole lot. I have died at this so many times, it's crazy. It doesn't even seem like it's that hard, but now I know why they put that noose there. And on that very morbid note, we're going to call it for today. And we're definitely going to be back with some more of this because I've got to see how this goes. Like, the creepiness is not disappointing.